Last time we started looking at the problem of non-branding for B2B companies. We looked at the various reasons why so many companies and the people that make up those companies are skeptical of branding. They think that it's just not that important and therefore end up not really branding, which results in what we at Resound call a non-brand. In my decade and a half of working with B2B companies to build authentic, lasting brands, I've learned a few things about why companies fall into this non-branding trap. There's really four main causes for non-branding. One, the company believes that it has no purpose. Number two, the company believes it is inhuman and not made up of real people. Number three, the company believes it is not unique. And number four, the company believes it has no story to tell. None of these beliefs line up with reality. They're false and untrue, but they can be deeply held and hard to change our perspectives on. So let's dive into the second two non-branding issues on this list, starting with your company believes it is not unique. Because a unique collection of people make up your B2B company, your company is actually unique. The particular services or products that you provide might not be unique, or the markets you sell to might not be unique. But because people are intrinsically unique and act in unique ways, the way your business does what it does will inevitably be different from the way another business would do it. We've talked to prospective clients before who have said to us flat out, "There is really nothing interesting about us. We're just like everybody else." That is a lie. Some people may believe that lie, but it is still a lie. No two people are the same. Even the two most average, normal, typical, conventional people that you can imagine, they are not duplicates of one another. No two twins who share the same genes are still different people. So no two companies of people are the same. A company might feel the same as everybody else, of course, and might not look or sound unique. If the organization hasn't put much thought or energy into branding, it may not be articulating or presenting its unique identity in a unique way. Look around and you'll see plenty of bland and boring brands. Sometimes bland branding, we'll call it blanding, results from neglect or a holdover from the past. Other brands are bland by choice. They're self-conscious about seeming in any way unique. Even other brands just don't think that they need to be unique. Maybe they're even scared to risk making any kind of change to their company. Hiding under that bland and boring brand are always going to be different people with a different way of handling things than the company down the street. Companies which endure over time, which build referral networks and loyal customers, they do so precisely because they are different and people recognize it. So why hide it? So what about the last issue of non-branding, the fourth one? Your company believes it has no story to tell. Your company actually does have a purpose. There is some reason that you are in business. Your business cares about people because that's what makes you a company and keeps you going. Your business is unique because even if nothing else, the people and relationships in it are unique. So if you have all these ingredients, then you have a brand story. And dare I say it, a remarkable story. Your brand story is what connects everything together. It is the context of every relationship and the narrative behind every conversation or experience or interaction that happens in the course of your business. As an individual, when someone is getting to know you, they want to know your story. Where are you from? What do you do? What is in your family? Why are you here? Those are questions we as humans want answered, so we can try to imagine the story of the person we are talking to. Knowing someone's story better makes it easier to trust them. The same is true of a company's story. People want to know where you're from, what you do, how you help them, and why you do it is that you do. Telling this story with conviction and clarity builds trust, and trust builds customer relationships. If you only tell the bare minimum of your story, or only parts of the story, it is hard for people to build a relationship of trust with your brand. If all I communicate is a name, an address, a few sales points, you'll continue to find yourself incredibly hard to gain trust and keep your customers' trust. Inevitably, sales and loyalty will suffer. As humans, if we are going to trust the company to take care of us, then we are going to need to know its story. The good news is that every organization has that story, including yours. It isn't a made-up story or a clever tale spun to impress a certain demographic group. It is an honest and authentic story about the people and purpose that make you do what you do every day. So go tell that brand story. Okay, now we've covered the 4 reasons why companies fall into non-branding. 1, the company believes it has no purpose. The company believes it is inhuman, not made up of real people. The company believes it is not unique. And finally, the company believes it has no story to tell. If you find your company believing some or all of these, just remember, real remarkable branding has to do with knowing the truth. When you can do that, you can uncover a unique story about your company's people driven by its purpose to create lasting customer relationships. If this is you and you want help, we have a plethora of resources for you in your branding journey on our website at resoundcreative.com. From articles to free tools, videos, and even a self-assessment for your brand, we've got you covered. We love helping B2B companies figure this stuff out, so head over to resoundcreative.com and get to work. And never forget, you are remarkable.